WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Once again, I have a new series, this time from Tomatin, the French Oak series. One of, here we see 3 of the 4. The last one, Cognac, has not been yet released here at the end of summer 2021. So let's see. Today I'm going to talk about number 3. I'm going to start with number 3, the Rivesaltes Edition, and then we're going to move our way over here to Saltern cask, and finally at the end we're going to have our Mont cask. All of these are French wines, and so that's very interesting. This is 80 euros. This is Irish. It is also a Rivesaltes cask edition, single cask, 43.6%, 46%, 60 euros, 80 euros. So I do have the feeling that this bottle is a tiny little bit overpriced. Might just be the German market, might just be the market hype in total. All right, so it has a great color over here. I've already done a video about this. I'm gonna have to use my sample here for that. And now this is how this bottle looks like this. I must admit the bottle on itself is not bad. It's a typical Tomatin thing. On the website, you get a lot more information than actually on the box. You did get good information here, but the website actually says the release date was the 26th of April 2021. So this was actually distilled on the 19th of September in the year 2008. It was moved to the Rivesaltes Casks on the 13th of July 2017. I have a question. Why in the middle of the summer? Usually we should not be moving casks in the summertime due to heat and so on. One person actually wrote online that they got a little bit of sulfur in here. I hope not. I would have done it more in the fall or the winter. When do we empty the casks for the wine and so on? Is there now an industry for Rivesaltes season casks? All those questions I have with no answer at the moment. And this was actually bottled on the 29th of March 2021, and 1 month later it was released, at least here in Europe. 700 milliliter bottles, non-chilled filtered, natural color. Very good. And there's actually a video you can watch online about this. You have one of the people from Tomatin talking in the background, wonderful pictures of the landscape in France, actually describing this whiskey as something as sweet as well as bitter, which I've never heard someone actually say about their whiskey, but I think it's very fair and very fine at Tomatin. I love the transparency Tomatin gives us, or is giving us, and thank you very much for that. All right, so Whiskybase number 182535, about a total of 6,000 bottles. So once again, maybe 14-15 casks were actually delivered here. 80 euros in Germany at the moment. The color, the Irish is darker. Yeah, I know, I should put more on my glasses, but I don't want to drink more. Doing more than one video today. So you can actually see here, let's do this the other way. A little bit of a difference here in the colors. All right, good. So on the nose, I've never had Rivesaltes wine before. So sorry, not one of my things. And what they're doing is they're basically trying, I'm going to say with my words, I'm sorry for, this is not an insult, this is an explanation. They're imitating a little bit what we have in Jerez with the sherry. Why do I say that? Because they have an oxidation of the white wine in the barrels, just like we do with the Rivesaltes. Rivesaltes is a region south of France, and they're also trying to get this nutty character. The same thing you get with the Oloroso sherry, a nuttiness. All right, so on the nose, it's not bad. It's not jumping out. I have a little bit of that milk acid, butter acid, botanic acid, which is not great, which might just be a typical characteristic for me from Tomatin. All right, over here are Irish whiskey, which is not a single malt, so it's therefore a blend. Oh yeah, I got a lot more of that wine here. I get a lot more of a burnt sugar in here as well. Interesting. And I do get a little bit of a nuttiness. Okay, very good. On the nose, these would be a C whiskeys. This is more of a C+, this is a C. Taste. Wow. Very seldom have I had a whiskey that's so bitter. It's almost sour bitter. And at the same time, there's a little bit of sweetness going on there. This is not my wheelhouse. This is not something I like. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of nuttiness in here as well. It's not just dry. It's a little bit estragierend. Yeah. That is uniquely weird. That's outside of my comfort zone, to be honest. And it leaves me with a light bitter type of sour note. My wife sometimes has here from Haribo, which is they make these gummy bears, and she has something called sour apple. The green and that's what I'm getting here, Lou. This is sour apple. I do not like the sour apple gummy bears. I do not like sour apple anything else. Not even the schnapps sour apple. If you're looking for a Calvados finish that's bitter and sour, or more sour than bitter, this is what you need. All right. Wow, that's uniquely weird. Not my wheelhouse. D. Value for money, D minus. Sorry. This, on the other hand, I totally like. I don't love it, but I like it. Interesting enough, I really get the grain here from the Irish whiskey. On top of that, I get an interesting, not bitter, light bitterness, light estragierend. Wow, I have problems today speaking. First video of the day. There's that light sour apple moment towards the end. I guess that's what this taste should be like. A little bit of water. See if I can get something else. Now, Tomatin, thank you very much for this interesting product. I do not like these casks that you gave us. There's two other ones that I'm going to try and see what I have there. But that really is that butter moment, butter acid moment here. The water delayed the bitterness, the sour, but it still kicks in towards the end. All right. This is going to be interesting. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for telling others about this crazy guy over here in Europe, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Only one of 600 here, one of 360. So it's very, very interesting. And all the best. See you soon for the other two of installments of this series. Bye-bye.